We should have a guest on next week. You know, because this is my last week for rowing. This Thursday, tomorrow. Maybe next Thursday we'll do a podcast. I'll see if I can get Bob back on, and we'll do our first guest appearance in here.
Yeah, we haven't done that in here.
No, what do you think? And maybe ahead of because he probably can't come over till like 5-ish. So maybe ahead of time we'll record a couple podcasts, me and you.
I got a good idea how we can set that up.
Don't you want to do the table?
We don't have to.
Oh no.
Check this out. I put a little like desk there,
Right,
like, facing that wall, with the or side wherever in the corner somewhere over there, with the bourbon and blunts like that sign.
Right.
Lit up, so and the 3 cameras, each one will be on one of us.
Wait, so he's just gonna be sitting over there.
Yeah.
Oh, I get it. So he's gonna be facing us.
Yeah, facing us, bourbon and blunt sign behind him.
Oh, that's not a
with
bad
a
idea.
microphone and a headset.
Yeah.
But with a camera directly on him, so whenever he's talking, I'll just point that way.
Right.
Yeah.
That's not a bad idea, dude.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then we look because we might as well use that light.
Yeah.
For those that don't know, we're talking about a bourbon and blunt sign. The original one from the channel that was blue. Yeah, we're live.
Oh.
Yeah, we're live. The original one that was blue that we replaced because it was too harsh for the camera.
Sorry, dude. I'm trying to get this up. Go ahead. I'm done.
Say hi.
Hi, everybody. Welcome back, folks, to Bourbon and Blunts. It is post-Thanksgiving. I hope you all had a fantastic turkey day. Hopefully, you showed some temperance in yourself and you weren't a damn glutton.
No. How dare you? It is Thanksgiving. People need to eat.
Does not mean you got to be a glutton.
Not everybody's trying to be Captain America. All right? Let these people eat, bro. It's Thanksgiving. One day a year.
For sure.
Let them fucking...
Well, either way, hopefully you had a great Thanksgiving. And
you hear this guy?
I know. And maybe if you're like me, you showed some temperance. And if not, hey, it is what it is. Hopefully you had a lot of fun. Seeing family and friends. You had pizza on Thanksgiving?
I ordered a pizza.
You stayed home?
Yeah, I was home.
I know. You said you were going to stay home.
It was nice.
Yeah. Nobody, like, I should have came over just to say hi and high five you. Give you a big hug. We would have double-handed the hug. Or maybe not. So, either way. Well, so you had a pizza? What kind of pizza did you have on Thanksgiving?
Pepperoni.
Pepperoni? Like a whole pepperoni? Did you have like a large pizza?
Yeah.
God
I
dang.
didn't eat the whole thing. It had leftovers. I buy them specifically for leftover. Pizza in a toaster oven the day after. Or 2 days after, whatever it is. But pizza in a toaster oven.
Yeah.
It's better than when it's fresh. It's better than when it's fresh.
I remember as a kid, every Friday, I would go with my grandparents and we'd order pizza. And we usually get, what the hell is we would get a Sicilian.
Yeah.
My grandfather was 100% Sicilian. So we get a Sicilian pizza, have a salad. My great-grandmother was still alive. She'd be drinking a beer and whatnot. And anyways, we'd always have leftovers. The next day on a Saturday, I'd still be over there. And for lunch, I'd have fucking leftover pizza. And we put it in a toaster oven.
So good.
Yeah, I do. I remember that, dude.
Crispy.
Yeah, it is actually. It has a different
good.
taste. But
so good. It's like a cracker. It's like a cracker with cheese and fucking sauce. Good.
Do you think pizza is a vegetable?
No. Cheese is not a vegetable. Dough is not a vegetable.
That's true. That's true. Where was I getting that from?
I don't know.
thought
Maybe because you're thinking about putting like pineapples and shit on there.
Maybe. I thought I heard something from one of our great and fearless health commissions or leaders trying to make pizza part of, or I don't know, maybe it was like part of a healthy, balanced diet. I don't freaking know. I forget. But either way, I haven't had pizza in a long time, dude.
I don't eat it too much, but it is when I do get it, I enjoy the hell out of it. And I don't eat cheese.
I know, that's what kind of surprises me. You don't like cheese, so how do you get around that?
It has to be. I always order large pepperoni.
Okay,
extra well done, light on the cheese, thin crust.
Jesus,
yeah.
He's probably spit on your pizza too.
Nah, he's been making it for years.
Yeah,
years. We're getting along well.
Yeah, but he's like, dude, you're such a pain in the ass when it comes to your pizza.
He hooks my shit up.
Okay.
No, it's easier to make.
Yeah, I guess
less dough,
right,
less
right,
sauce, less cheese.
Yeah, I guess he's saving it. Well, hopefully he thinks about that, where he's like, "Oh, I'm saving, and I get to charge a guy as much."
Charging the regular price.
Right, exactly.
Yeah,
exactly.
He's
man.
definitely saving on the ingredients.
Right. What would you ideally like to eat with your pizza? I like chicken wings personally.
Chicken wings are good. It's a good choice. pizza. Chicken wings before. I would like fries too. I always like fries.
Yeah. Fries and pizza go well together.
Yeah, fries would go with it
For sure.
But I think chicken wings sounds better.
Yeah,
Chicken
right,
wings sound better than fries.
Yeah, because it's like double carb now.
Yeah. Well,
fries and pizza, that's double carb.
I mean, chicken wings are normally what, fried?
Yeah, typically. Yeah, I know, but look, when you're eating chicken wings, and fucking pizza, like there's only so much.
Going in.
There's only there's only so much you can do to be healthy.
To feel like shit.
For sure. Yeah, absolutely. So, anyways, everybody, hey, welcome back. Thank you so much for being here. And if you haven't, please check us out on YouTube, Spotify, iHeartRadio, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, and share, like, comment, follow. Really, really appreciate the support. And so tonight, what we have on the docket, we're going to start a new segment.
That's right.
We're going to start a new segment. And maybe we're going to give you a little sneak preview in a little bit. But and then we'll follow it up with our news article for today, which is the title, I had a night of passion with another married couple, and now I want to do it again. But my husband, he doesn't. So
it doesn't surprise me.
It don't surprise me either, but we'll talk about it. And then we'll wrap the segment up with
words of wisdom.
With digital slang. That's right.
So
go ahead, buddy.
What do you want to do first?
So we'll give a little sneak peek of our news segment, which is called A Day in the Life, and we'll let you folks kind of get an understanding of what that looks like as we show them to you. So everybody, without further ado, here's the first little prequel of A Day in the Life.
I hope you guys enjoyed the new skit.
Yeah, that was my first experience with OnlyFans.
This is like an audition into OnlyFans. His first video. Now that really happened. By the way,
yeah, it legitimately happened. It actually happened twice. And we didn't get the second time on video. Fucking did the exact same thing again.
we tried to get a couple pictures for like the thumbnail, and what you saw happened. We cleaned it all up, vacuumed, pick up shards of glass, knocked over shit on the desk. He does it again. You did it again.
I did it again, and I fucking smashed that thing, dude.
Did it again in pieces.
Oh my god. Yeah, I didn't get it the second time on camera. So, but anyways, that's our first sneak peek into our new segment of A Day in the Life.
I wish they could have saw it. I wish I had the camera recording for the second one.
Oh, dude, oh my god.
But we were busy cleaning, so we shut the cameras off.
Yeah, and I was trying to get in position for my first intro to OnlyFans, and
that shit was so funny.
Oh my god, dude!
I mean, it kind of went perfectly though.
It did,
because we were gonna try and make it like a serious thing,
right?
And funny, try to be funny, but serious. But now,
dude, that was organically funny.
Now that shit really. What the fuck?
Oh, that was hilarious, dude. Anyways, so let's switch gears. Thank you for watching our first segment. If you're just listening on Spotify or any other listening platform, go check it out on YouTube. It was rather funny, as a matter of fact.
Yeah.
Switching gears, and for our news article for this evening, as I mentioned about polyamorous relationships a little bit, talking about this article. You didn't even know what the hell polyamorous was when I was telling you about the article beforehand, right?
Yeah,
dude?
I don't care about any of that stuff, man.
Well, you know what monogamy is, right?
Well, yeah, but I don't care. Like, for couples that are doing that shit, I don't.
Save it.
I just call it an orgy.
But it's just another couple.
It's still an orgy.
Maybe an orgy is more than 4.
I mean, it's possible.
Yeah, I don't know. But anyways, it's from the Telegraph. It says, I had a night of passion with another married couple, and now I want to do it again. But my husband doesn't. So let's dive into this article a little bit. It says, as I looked around at the 4 strangers, so it kind of opens, prefaces. You want a little bit more of this, dude?
Yeah.
it kind of opens the article with just kind of portraying their first experience as one couple having sex with another couple. So it starts out, as I looked around at the four strangers' faces in the hot tub, I felt a frisson of anticipation and a sense of excitement. Something I hadn't felt for a long time. Is this your first time? The man to the left asked. Yes, I said, laughing nervously. Welcome, his partner said, smiling warmly. My husband Jake and I were at a festival for couples in the Northeast. He wasn't that keen to come, but I managed to persuade him. Come on, it might be fun, I said. What's the worst thing that can happen? I've always been a bit more adventurous than him, but after 18 years and 2 children together, we don't have much adventure in our lives these days. Okay, so this couple here, and also, by the way, the names have been changed just for anonymity. But this woman here and her husband Jake are at this couple's kind of retreat in the Northeast somewhere, and she wants to spice things up in the bed a little bit. So the next segment says, spicing things up. I can't remember where I first heard about this festival for ethically non-monogamous, a relationship between 2 people which isn't exclusive, and polyamorous, a relationship involving a number of sexual partners or couples. It might have come up on Facebook ad, but the second I saw it, I knew I wanted to go. It's not that I no longer fantasize my husband. It's more that everything, including our sex life, has become so routine-driven and predictable, I wanted to do something that spices things up a bit. I work full-time at a finance company in the city, and Jake, who is self-employed, is currently a stay-at-home dad, where I've managed to pay off most of our mortgage, and our kids are getting a bit older and don't take quite as much time and energy as they did when they were little. I suppose we are at that. Isn't this it? What's next? The stage of life. We really weren't sure what to expect before we got to the festival. We were both nervous beforehand. I was a bit worried. It might be full of weirdos in gimp mask and PVC or creepy old blokes. This is in London, by the way. But actually, lots of people were there, much like us. 40-something, 2.4 children, professionals, and so on. We were pleasantly surprised. We really connected with one couple. Let's call them Ed and Laura. They were in a similar age bracket as us, and they also live near London and have children around the same age too. They were the type of people we would probably be friends with anyway. Ed clearly worked out and looked after himself, much like the neighbor. So that's the neighbor, by the way, is what's called a couple next door. So for those of you who are on Netflix or whatnot watching this, it's called the couple next door that kind of lays out this polyamorous type relationship. The new Channel 4 drama in which a young couple move into their new homes in Leeds and are love bombed by their next door neighbors. Okay, blah, blah, blah. Let's continue. Ed seemed a bit more of an alpha type than Jake. Oh, shit. Jake's a fucking, he's the B word.
He's a little bitch.
I was going to say the beta. He might be a little beta.
Oh, yeah.
Right? Because if this,
he took a back seat.
Yeah, if Ed's an alpha.
Yeah. Well, which one was the stay-at-home dad?
Jake.
Say no more.
Okay. All right. Fair enough. That's your opinion.
Say no more.
All right. Fair enough. But he was self-employed. So
It
maybe
didn't say that. It just said stay-at-home dad.
He did, but it prefaced with self-employed, and now he's a stay-at-home dad. So he must have maybe made enough decent chunk of money. Yeah. So, anyways, let's just give Jake the benefit of the doubt. But apparently, according to his wife, he might be a little bit more of a beta. Ed, who is
that's a big statement.
What do you mean?
According to his wife.
No. Well, you're right. According to his wife, it says Ed seemed a bit more of an alpha type than Jake, her husband.
Yeah, that's a shot at her husband.
But if it's a truth, it's a truth.
I guess.
All right, so let's continue. And with his twinkling eyes and toned physique, I was certainly attracted to him. His wife, Laura, seemed really nice and smiley too. She had a shoulder-length blonde hair and was tall and slim. Nothing happened at the festival other than some major flirting. Jake is one lucky bloke, and we would love to show you both a good time, and so on. But we swapped numbers with Ed and Laura, and a few months ago, we met up with them at a smart hotel in London. We booked the children in with my parents and told them we were meeting friends in town, which was true. It's just that after dinner and drinks, we went upstairs to our room. At first, we kept laughing to cover the awkwardness, but as Laura and Jake were talking, Ed and I headed over to sit on the bed. We started kissing slowly. And at first, I felt really self-conscious with the other two in the room. But then I looked over and saw Jake kissing Laura. It felt really weird. It's hard to explain. I didn't feel jealous as such. I sort of felt turned on, but also a bit freaked out. Anyway, you can probably guess the rest. Ed and I had sex, but the other two just played around and watched. Jake. Right?
He's the beta for sure.
Right.
Yeah.
It was a bit awkward saying goodbye after that, and Jake was a bit cold with me for the next few days. But he seems to have forgotten all about it since we got home. All right, rekindling the spark goes on to the next segment. Being with another man was such a rush. Okay, I'm just going to finish this up just a little bit. I mean, it goes on, but this is, I think, an important part. Being with another man was such a rush. I was buzzing for days. I haven't so much as kissed anyone else for 18 years, and I kept going over what had happened in my head. I felt more alive than I've ever done in years. Ed and I have been messaging and are keen to meet up again, but strange as it might sound, it would feel wrong to do it without Jake. I'd like to explore this ethically non-monogamous community a bit more, but he's not keen. I think he feels threatened by the whole thing, but I'd rather go along to an event with him, have some fun, and then leave together as a couple, which I think that's very nice. Than have an affair. I don't think I could be deceitful or lie to his face, and I'd like us to explore things together. I think it would be actually good for us as a couple. So anyways, it can continue, and I'll post it on my Twitter, this article, for everybody else to see in case you want to read the rest of it. But, I was thinking about this, and after kind of reading the article, I feel as though this is probably something that a lot of couples deal with at some point in their life. Would you agree, dude? Or maybe think about to some degree.
What part?
Like, I don't know, having an open relationship or a polyamorous type relationship, whatever you want to call it. Do you think that's something that a lot of couples...
I've never had it.
I have had it in the past with other people that I've been with, but not
once.
Not with Skylar. I don't think I could ever do that, dude.
No. I'm not sharing, bro.
No, I don't think I can do that.
I'm not sharing, man. That leads down the wrong door.
That's what I feel like. I feel as though if I didn't care about when I say I don't care, if I wasn't emotionally connected to the person that I was with, Skylar and I are deeply emotionally connected, right? I could never imagine having that type of relationship with her.
No.
And then bringing somebody else into the relationship. Call it insecure, whatever. I don't really care. It's just I value our relationship.
I don't look at it as insecurity.
What do you think it is?
It's just it's your girl, man.
Yeah, for sure. Well, for sure. And I feel like we have such a great relationship. Yeah. I don't want to take a chance on something that could ruin it potentially.
It's going to.
I could easily see how that could.
There's no way those two in that article didn't fuck again.
Oh, I'm sure they did.
No way.
Hold on.
There's no way she didn't just do if the husband Jake the beta didn't come on board.
Right.
She was cheating on him for sure.
Yeah, maybe so, man.
For sure. 100%.
Right. So let's let's unpack this a little bit. In the beginning of the article, it kind of starts like, hey, let's go to this couples festival in London somewhere.
By the way, water today.
Yeah, no alcohol. This is the holiday season. We've been... You just drink too much.
It's a blunt day.
It's a blunt day, for sure.
Day.
For sure. You go to this festival. You want to go to this festival because it's a couples festival. You talk to your husband about it. You have to fucking...
You're literally going there to hit on somebody.
Exactly. You have to fucking convince the dude to go. So now all of a sudden, like if I were him, I'd be like...
He doesn't really want to do it.
He doesn't want to do it. If I'd be thinking like, well... Why do you want to go so bad? What is it? Okay, you just want to go have fun, see what it's like. All right, you want to have an experience? All right, let's go check it out. And then all of a sudden you find yourself in this position where you're in this room. Eventually, going down the rabbit hole, you're in this room with, well, no, let's back up. At the festival, they're in the hot tub together or whatever the hell they're doing. And they're having a connection, right? And then, Ed and Laura, they've obviously done this before. This woman and her husband, Jake, obviously really haven't. So now you're in this position. If I'm the guy, I'm sitting there thinking like, wait a minute.
The problem is she's all in.
She's all in.
She's all in, and so he's not.
Right, he's not. So
he didn't even have sex.
Right, but here's the thing. He
didn't even have sex.
He's invested.
He's in love.
Right, well, he's married 18 years, got 2 kids, got a little fucking life.
But he needs to speak up.
Well, I would say so. So then the rabbit hole continues. You find yourself in a freaking hotel room with each other, and now you're watching your fucking wife bang some other dude.
Nah,
no. To me, it's like that went from 0 to 100 real quick.
It's just not happening.
Yeah, I wouldn't be able to do it. I mean, I've been in situations in my past where in previous relationships, that has gotten brought up. Nothing ever happened. And I'm kind of glad for that because I feel like, well, I don't know, maybe I'm not glad for that because I did wind up with those women, right? Yeah. So maybe I could at least have experienced what that was like just to say, like, oh, not a good idea.
Yeah.
Or, yeah, it was a great idea. You know what I mean? Have you ever met anybody in an open relationship? Or ever been approached?
No, I've never been approached.
Skylar and I have been approached before.
Have you?
Yeah. Yeah, we were down in Baltimore. This was, it's probably it's about 8 years ago almost. Anyways, down in Baltimore. And we're at the Garth Brooks concert, as a matter of fact. Or it was that weekend. Anyway, Skylar and I were at a bar having a drink. We're sitting at the end. And kind of like this position right here. I'm at the very end. Skylar's to the right of me. And this older couple comes up, sits where you're at, and her husband sits there.
I think you told me this.
I probably did.
Yeah.
They were, I don't know, how old were we? I don't even know if we were 30 yet. No, we weren't. If it was almost 8 years ago. Yeah, we were in our late 20s. They were easily in their 40s or 50s. We were telling him why we're down there, all that sort of stuff. And he's like, oh, like, you guys should come back to our house. You could spend the night. Because I was saying, like, I got to drive home. It's a 2-hour ride. It was getting dark out. I was like, oh, all right, well, that's very nice of you. Thank you.
I'm trying to get you.
So then he fucking starts kind of talking about his lady. I don't think they were married. But saying, like, oh, yeah, like, saying, like, all this sexual stuff about her. I'm thinking to myself, dude, this is the woman you're with, man. Like, and you're talking about her like that.
Next to him?
Yeah. I'm like talking about her. Like, I'm a fucking stranger to you, man. Why would you be? I'm like, I kind of feel like that's a little disrespectful to your lady.
Yeah.
And so then he kind of, and she was into it too. Then he kind of comes out and he's basically like, hey, you guys, you want to? Like, you can have her. And I'm like, no.
He said that?
Yeah. I'm like, absolutely not.
That's
absolutely not. So, and I got pissed a little bit.
People got some balls, man.
I know.
Jesus
And I wish I'm upset with how I responded. I should have, or at least I think I reacted more. Look, I was never in that situation before. I had no clue what the fuck to do. And I was obviously a little bit less mature, I would say. Now looking back at it, like, oh, I would have kindly said, no, thank you. But let me ask you, what makes you want to go down this rabbit hole here? What makes you want to go down this path? Because I'll tell you what, you're looking at my lady, and my lady is I mean, I'm being biased. I think she's a 10. But your lady's easy a 5.
An easy 5.
An easy 5. Easy
like
5.
4+.
Right. And I'm like, dude, you are also an easy 5.
Wow.
You both are on par with each other. And you're trying to bang my 10?
Hey, respect.
I mean, respect but dude, come
if you're
on,
gonna
man.
Be that ballsy.
Holy shit.
That's some ballsy shit.
It is.
If you guys have ever done it or been approached by it, drop a comment.
Yeah.
That shit's, I've never like been around it.
No.
Never been around it.
So the other, not really a story, but I went to college with a dude. When I was in community college, he was older. Shit, I was 19 years old. He was probably 40. What are you thinking about?
The beginning of this story doesn't sound good, bro. Doesn't sound good. I'm just saying.
Well, it doesn't go that far.
I'm gonna have some background music playing right now.
No, it doesn't go that far. Basically, no, because we worked in, it was I think an anatomy physiology class, so we had to work in groups, dissecting shit and all that sort of stuff. And he was basically just kind of coming out and just saying like, yeah, he's married, but my wife and I have an open relationship. And that was kind of it. And that was my first intro to like, what the fuck is an open relationship? I didn't even know what an open relationship meant. I had to go look it up.
I could never.
Yeah, I couldn't, man. And a lot of people would say, "Look, that's what are you fuck? That's your ego." No, it's
It has nothing to do with ego.
no, it doesn't. It's just
Ego's not a part of it at all. If
I don't
anybody
think it
thinks
is.
Ego is a part of you not wanting to let your wife sleep with someone else.
yeah.
It's not.
Yeah, I don't necessarily think so. There's a great book. The author's name is Chris Ryan. I would highly recommend reading or listening to it. The audio version is fantastic too. Great book. It's kind of about this called Sex at Dawn. And again, by Chris Ryan, Sex at Dawn. Highly recommend it. It was very, very interesting. He, if I remember correctly, Chris Ryan, I think he's a biologist or a sex researcher or something like that, or an evolutionary sex researcher. I forget. But basically, he studies like sexual behaviors of primates, all this sort of stuff, human beings, like world traveler, interesting fellow. But he
He's an interesting fellow.
He is for sure. His story's great. But he kind of makes the argument that monogamous relationships, and I'm probably butchering this, so if Chris Ryan's listening, I apologize. But basically making the argument that if, like, monogamous relationships aren't kind of natural. Like, every creature has, like,
humans are the only ones that do it.
Kinda, but we don't even really do it because we have arguably serial monogamy. So we stay with one partner at a time, then we go to another. We break up, then we go to another partner. So is that like monogamy? Not
Monogamy
really.
would be forever.
Right, you're with that first
One
person
forever.
That's it.
Yeah.
And how many people do you think?
Nobody does that shit.
Very few.
It's rare.
It's rare.
It's probably never happened.
No, I know a handful of people
from
that
day one
that have only had sex with one person.
Well, okay, that may be true.
It is true.
But I'm talking
know
about
that.
anything, kissing, whatever.
Yeah, that I don't know.
You know what I mean? Because
right.
Okay, you're not dating them, but you could fool around with somebody when you're young.
True.
So, but if you do that, and
Right.
monogamy is a real thing,
Right. So then, what are we classifying as sex? Right. You know, I mean, oral sex, is that sex? Yeah, I'd argue it is sex.
So
you know,
there's no argument about
right?
it.
It is.
Sex.
It is.
Yeah.
Right. So,
Yeah.
right. But either way, you get my point. We're not even monogamous, and a lot of people try to make that argument. We're serial monogam. We incorporate serial monogamy in our life. Most people, but at the end of the day, like I mean, how many people you been with in your life? A lot. You know what I mean? Like over the years. So you're polyamorous, basically.
I'm not polyamorous, bro.
But but he's making the argument that is actually healthier, probably, to be.
I mean, maybe some people need that. I'm not one of those people.
I'm not necessarily one of those people either.
No, that shit's never happening.
No. No, especially when you have a good thing. However, if you were with a woman,
even if it wasn't going well, we'd just break up at that point.
Yeah, but if you were with a woman that you weren't really emotionally invested in,
I wouldn't be with her at this point in my life. When I was younger, maybe.
Right. Okay. All right. So you're younger. You're not emotionally invested in this woman. And she's like, hey, let's, do you want to get together with Ed and Laura and, fool around a little bit? What would you do?
The other girl would have to be extremely hot.
All right. So let's say she's comparable to your lady.
Well, if we weren't in, if there was no feelings involved.
Yeah, you're right.
So exactly. It's just four people going to fuck around. It's just four people going to fuck around.
Right. You care about your lady, but you're not really emotionally invested. You know you're not going to stay with her. You've been dating for 6 months.
If I knew it was going to end and she wanted to do it already, yeah, let's go.
All right.
All
right. Fair enough. Yeah. So
why not? If I know it's over.
Right. Exactly.
Now, though, where I'm at mentally, there's not a chance in hell, dude.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to do that, dude.
No
I would be too scared to ruin such a good thing. It's not worth it. It's not worth it to me.
It's going to ruin it.
I would say chances are it's not worth it to me. Not worth it to me. So, anyways, if you're on YouTube, drop a comment. Let us know what you think about polyamorous and versus monogamous relationships. And yeah, man,
Still thinking about the fall.
That's kind of funny, dude. That's funny as shit.
Twice.
It was twice, wasn't it?
Did it twice.
I did.
We cleaned up glass and vacuumed the rugs twice.
I know. The second time was real bad. The fucking thing shattered everywhere. Poor Sadie. She was in here underneath my feet, and it scared the hell out of her.
She got scared.
She did, man.
She bounced.
She did. Well, we don't walk around with shards. Anyways, pal, want to wrap this dog and pony show up?
Yeah, man. We're all done. We'll be back.
Wait, are we
going
to do words of wisdom?
Oh, shit.
Hit the button.
Hold on. I got to pull up an article.
Oh, okay.
Say something funny for 20 seconds.
Well, they can just look at your face. That's pretty funny. Sorry.
You know,
hit the button. Hit the button. Everybody's
I
wants.
gotta find it still.
Oh,
I gotta
right.
find it. I
Usually-
wasn't prepared. We're not prepared because of the accident. We're just gonna call it the accident.
Yeah. Well, listen, that was our first intro of A Day in the Life, and that was, you got to see a day in the life of me trying out for OnlyFans. Although I don't think you have to try out for OnlyFans, but
It's true. All right, you ready?
ready, buddy.
Words of wisdom with digital slang. Happiness can be found even in the darkest of times if one only remembers to turn on the light.
Oh, it's all about mindset. That's it, brother.
Turn the light on, people.
Yeah, that's it. Anyways, thank you so much, everybody, for listening and watching. We greatly appreciate you. If you liked what we have to offer, please share and subscribe. That would mean the world to us. Thank you so much.
Big,
Yeah.
how they do it?
Big hearts. Love you.